everybody, and welcome back to Beauty by Violett. And today I'm going to do another fall trends look, and this is Cranberry and Golds. And I'm going to use the Lorac Pro Palette again, and I'm going to do just one more look with this palette because I think this palette is a perfect palette for fall. It has just every color you could think of for fall, and it's really inspired me to do a bunch of looks for you. So if you want to see how I did this fall trends look, Cranberry and Golds, just keep watching. I'm going to start out by applying an eye primer, and I'm just going to use the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. And I'm just going to use my ring finger and just apply it on the lid, going upward and outward, and then on the lower lash line. So I'm going to start out with a 217 brush, and then you just want to take the color Mauve in the palette and just apply that in the crease. And this is just going to help with blending later. So the next brush we're going to use is just a little blender brush, just a little bit bigger than a pencil brush. And we're going to use the color Garnet. And we're going to start out by just applying it to the outer corner of the eye and just kind of blending inward. And then we're going to also put some of that color in the crease. And also on the inner corner. And you want to make sure to leave this inner part of the eye open. And just wipe off that brush really good, and we're going to go in with the color Taupe. And I'm just going to kind of blend out above that color. And then just using the same brush, we're going to get a lot of use out of this brush. We're going to go in with the color Cream. And we're just going to kind of blend out around those colors. And this is like just a little lighter than my skin tone. So now I'm just going to pick up a 239 brush, and this is just a flat stiff shader brush, and then you want to use the color Gold and just put some of that color on the side of the brush, and then we're just going to pack it on the center of the eye in that open spot. For the lower lash line, I'm just going to use a pencil brush, and then you just want to use some of that color Garnet, and we're just going to pick some of that up and just apply it to the lower lash line on the outer part of the eye, and then also on the inner part of the eye. Then you want to pick up some of that color Gold on the same pencil brush, and we're going to apply it just to the bottom middle lash line. The next color we're going to use is Deep Purple, and still using that pencil brush, we're going to pick up some of that Deep Purple and apply it just to the outer V. And then just pull it inward just a little. So you're just making kind of a triangle shape on the outside of your eye. And we're also going to put it just in the inner corner on the top. And then you want to take some of that Deep Purple on the pencil brush and just apply it to the outer 1/3 of the lower lash line. And then you can just apply some to the very inner corner. So, big shocker, instead of putting black in the waterline, I'm just going to use a flesh colored pencil. And I'm just going to use the Stila Kajal eye pencil in Topaz. For the upper lash line, I'm going to use the Black Track Fluid line, but I'm going to use just a 208 brush, which is a really thin angled liner brush, so I can get just a really thin line. And I'm just going to put it like right in the lashes. Then I'm just going to apply some mascara, and I'm just going to use the MAC False Lashes Waterproof Mascara. And if you have some time, you can apply a pair of lashes. I'm just going to apply a pair of the Ardell Diamond Babies. And then I'm also going to use a makeup remover just to remove some of the fallout. These shadows really don't have a lot of fallout, but because of the brushes we used and the technique, we've got a lot of fallout. And that's just from, instead of packing on the color, we kind of blended and pushed the color around a lot. So I'm going to do a little bit of bronzing, and I'm going to use a bronzing powder from MAC, and this is bronze. And I'm just going to use a flat cheek brush for this. And just put it on the end of the brush and buff it into the hollows of my cheeks and moving upward. For a blush, I'm going to use a Tarte blush, and this is Peaceful. And for that, I'm just going to use my NARS Kabuki brush and just apply it on the apples of the cheeks and brushing backwards. For a highlight, I'm going to use MAC Gold Deposit. And I'm just going to use a dual fibered cheek brush for this and just apply it to the tops of the cheekbones. And I like this highlighter for fall because it's just a little bit more bronzy. Next, we're just going to do a lipstick, and I'm not even going to do a gloss, and I'm going to use Fire Sign from MAC. And this is a luster. So that completes the look, and I really love this palette for fall. And this palette is just a great palette for your money, just because, you know, you've got like 16 colors in here for $40, and you really, it's hard to find, you know, a good deal like that these days with palettes, like really good quality palettes. I will be sure to put a list of all the products that I used on my blog and a link to my blog below. And as always, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you subscribe.